Yeah, I mean, look, fingerprinting is, I think it is eventually going to go away. Yes, so I do believe that it's going to get crushed. My opinion on generally how to approach this evolving landscape of data is if you can do one of two things. So there's, Warren's has one approach, which is if you can do this and if you have the right resources to manage for the current situation, and as things pivot, you pivot right away. I don't think a lot of companies are really as well organized to be able to do that out there. And so I would take, and I've always advocated for companies that can't, be as nimble as that, to think, where is the ball going to be, 3 or 4 months from now, 5, 6, 12 months from now, whatever. And my opinion is that all of this user level data will eventually go to zero, or close enough to it to effectively be zero. So you should be operating with that mindset. And that doesn't mean necessarily ignore everything that you have at your disposal right now, but assume that whatever you have is ephemeral. It's not going to be around, that you might have to operate in a world eventually where there is no data, and plan for that. And so just as an example of that, when I work with my growth marketing clients, we don't install any SDKs, we don't install any pixels, we don't do anything like that. All we do is we look at events that we can track from a first-party perspective from a website or app or whatever, and we look at ad spend data, and we design sophisticated causal learning agendas with incrementality, and we buy only on signals that in aggregate. So that means managing to reach and frequency. That means relying on first-party targeting that we know are native to whatever platforms or networks we're buying ads on, and that means using a feedback loop of really just with the incrementality testing. And when you do it that way, you get two things. One, you start to understand just how truly difficult it is to get ROI positive incrementality results, but you can do it, and it just takes some time. You can get there. And then two, just how far apart any platform metrics. So in the cases where we do have platform metrics still, when you get like, oh wow, our incrementality, numbers look great and we're profitable, and then you look at the platform metrics, they're like so unprofitable looking, right, and you're just shocked. And I think when you finally get that, that's when I've seen growth marketers have the real aha moment. It's like, wow, this shit's really, really wrong, and it doesn't work. And so what I'm hoping is that as more of this data dies, more and more advertisers and growth marketers go towards that more scientific approach and start to see that light.